Thank you, guys. It's great to see you all.
These floodlights are awesome. It's like Close Encounters of the Third Kind in
Yeah,
here.
it's intense.
Boom, 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 boom.
Saturday morning lights, if you will.
Hey, before we dive in, can I ask all the cosplayers in the room to stand up so I can see your wares?
Yes.
Where's the jester with the lollipops? Let me see them lollipops.
Wow.
Oh, look at fresh cut grass. You all look fantastic. Cosplay takes hours and hours of dedication and time and learning the characters, the design, and everything. So yeah, give it up for yourselves because y'all look good.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna start with some questions actually from our Beacon booth. These questions were submitted by our lovely critters on our Beacon Discord. Be sure to sign up for Beacon if you want to join the party.
Beacon.
Now for everyone, what is one part of Exandrian history that you'd like to explore or visit in a one-shot? I'm going to start on this side and work our way down. Matthew?
I'm starting this one?
I mean, it tracks.
Okay. Oh, man. I mean, we're hitting currently one of my favorite wanting to explore moments in Aor. Shout out to Brendan Lee Mulligan. I would say, oh man, I would love to explore one shot that kind of is centered around the crazy capers of the DeRollo kids left unchained. When the parents are away and stuff goes wrong, that'd be a fun bit. I'll go with that one.
All right, Laura.
I think it would be fun to do a one shot of Kima and Allura's Band of Adventures.
You stole mine. Damn it.
If we got time travel thrown back to the moment the Luxon arrived, is that survivable?
No.
Then that's mine.
A very, very short one shot.
Hey, look at the...
Look, we did it. You were all here for it.
First of all, thank you so much for that warm welcome when I got on stage. Very kind of you. Also, thank you to keeping these lights moving constantly, because we definitely need that.
I feel like they're going to lock onto us and fire.
Oh my God.
This was all a setup.
Did some of you see the beginning of Downfall yet? When they were all sort of balls of light? It was too concrete for me. I want to go back to the primordial days when we were just feelings. Yeah. You know.
Boy, I feel like going back to Aor and the history. I mean, I've always been obsessed with Aor since we went there. So I feel like I'm getting a chance to do what I wanted to do. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I also sometimes, this is such a dumb thing, but like I want to go back and see what the heck was in that box in campaign 1 with Pike.
That we buried under the birthmark tree?
Yeah, where they were like, don't look in it.
Box?
And I was like,
Right.
yeah, this is not what you're saying
Look at Matt's
is in the
Matt's
box.
smile. What's in the bag?
What's in the box? So what's in the box one shot, which is a little dumb. Oh, wow.
It's
Matt
just
is
a
looking
time
away
capsule
suspiciously.
I feel like the room is sentient now. Like,
I know, the front lights got shy.
oh, they did.
Well, I mean, they're erect, so so I don't know
Ready to
about
go.
shy.
No, I'm not making that joke. Damn it, Sam. I had to pick one. There's so many, but I would like to see just post-calamity. I want to see the day after.
The post-divergence?
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, okay, so, there's so much that happened in the Calamity, and it was like 100 some odd years. So we've seen the start, we're kind of seeing the middle, but there's eventually a point where all the gods are fighting, and then the Chained Oblivion shows up as this like Cthulhuian elder like horror
Correct.
being shows up. Yeah, I want to do. I love my horror, so I just want to see like this glimpse in time where like a cosmic horror monster shows up and everyone's minds explode.
That'd be cool.
I'm obsessed with Malaismere, so I want to see what went wrong in Malaismere. That's me.
I like Marisha's because I feel like there's an opportunity for her to say Icker, which is one of my favorite things to hear her talk about in the world. And now I'm going to go back to everyone, but we're going to start in the reverse order because we're rebels. Travis. Is there a notable event from any campaign that you're excited to see in the animated series? And if it's already been animated, then that counts too.
Oh, dang. It can only be driven. I think I'm excited to see Ukatoa in a Mighty Nein animated series and just how the hell we pull that off. But yeah, I would go there. That's my thing.
I know. I see it too. Man.
No.
It's
I think
it's drippy.
It's just a bat. Don't worry about it.
It's drippies. Man, so many things. I mean, we're about to go into some pretty crazy Chroma Conclave stuff in season 3. So,
October 3rd on Prime Video.
yes. Just all of it. Just give me dragons destroying shit. That's what anybody wants, right?
I want to kill Ripley again. I'm very excited. You know, the final battle with Ripley, I'm very excited about. Couldn't do that over and over again. Anyway.
Honestly, I am so excited for Mighty Nein. And there's so much I want to say.
Don't you do it.
But I'm not going to
Don't
do
you
it.
do
But
it.
also, like, I'm really excited for, I mean, it's not necessarily a certain moment, but it's like kind of being able to see, like, Yasha impose. Yeah, like, yeah. we'll get, I'm excited for that.
Wait, they were a thing? We have to do some rewrites.
Uh-oh. Thought it was just platonic.
Canon.
They're just roommates.
Yeah. Yeah, we all know what happens in the animated series, so I'm excited to show you guys what we turned Scanlan's like magical mansion into. That's coming. It's coming.
I want to see the Volstrucker in action. That can mean combat or other things.
It's
You
still
took Laura's.
combat.
Segue
it's just
into-
different combat.
Bro, your sister's right there.
I can't. Well, one, for Jester, I can't wait to see all of the animated dicks that she draws. Because this is just so great. And then, like, Ashley, I really am excited about all, like, the little romantic moments, like the almost kisses and all those things. Like, I can't wait to see that in action. I love romance and smut.
On a related note, I love seeing design docs about doodled dicks.
We're very thorough.
Lots of notes.
The variety.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's going to be a series. I think for me, what I'm really excited about, we got to do it in Vox Machina, but we really get to lean into it a little more in Mighty Nein, is to see elements of the world outside of the Mighty Nein's perspective and journey, things that were alluded to, moments between NPCs and factions and antagonists that were, you know, kind of just part of the background of my imagination while we were playing the game, and now we get to see some. I'm excited to explore a bunch of that, really.
Thank you to our Beacon members for those
Or rewrites.
questions. But now we've got some Bells Hills questions. Laura and Ashley. Oh my God, y'all, hi.
Hi.
Now, Fern and Imogen have the shared
Did you say Imogen? Did you call her Imogen?
That's the Florida accent.
Oh, okay.
It's Georgia. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm just country. Fern and Imogen have the shared experience of being redespawned with biological parents in the vanguard. Do you think seeing each other deal with their parental troubles has affected how they view their own? In this trauma bonding.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like each time.
No, yeah, go.
Yeah, I feel like each time we've both had to deal with our parents, there's always a I don't know.
Hold on. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, I mean, our parents are like Lily and Birdie. I feel like they're very different.
They're so different.
And I feel like with Fern's parents, they haven't really been in charge of a lot of their choices. I don't know if that's not quite the way I want to say it, but I feel like Fern has a lot of compassion for her parents. Your mom is a little different.
She's just great. Yeah, I feel like our upbringings were so very different, and the way that our parents handled, even with like feeling abandoned by them or whatever, like it's different. So like seeing you deal with your parents when you saw them again, I had that like jealousy of it, but I was so happy for you to be able to have that. And then seeing your dad, you know, that's just cool.
Yeah, that's a whole different other thing.
Yeah, I don't feel like it changed the way that I viewed my parents though. Seeing yours. Yeah.
I don't either.
Are you gonna get that dragon or what?
Yeah. Hopefully.
That's your inheritance?
God,
That's
that
my
would be
inheritance.
so cool though.
Oh, God, that would be so fun.
That felt a
Ride
little
around on that
cathartic.
thing. Yeah.
Like, what if you just made good with him, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good idea.
He can't be all bad.
No. Right, Matt?
I'm not saying one way or the other. That's for you to decide.
Just flirt with him. It seems to always work for everything else. Yeah.
Flirt with my dad.
I don't.
Gross.
Romance the dragon.
Dragon.
The dragon.
No.
Yeah, romance the dragon all day.
Oh,
long.
yeah,
Go
that's
for
what
that.
Find out later.
I mean-
Critical therapy.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad did say he was proud of me.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that counts for so much.
That was also like 10 seconds after he said you were like an embarrassment.
Yes.
They were in
Fern
the
only
same
hears
breath.
the positive.
Yeah.
Oh, you said I'm amazing? Great.
Now, Liam and Taliesin. With what's going on with Laudna, Delilah, now do Orem and Ash... Laudna.
Sam's doing.
What's going on with Laudna? I can't do your voice, but I hear you. Do Orem and Ashton feel that they should have handled that situation where Laudna killed Bordor differently or in a less brutal manner?
I think I know my answer, and I think I know your answer.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. No, I mean,
No.
it was a sad moment, but no, it had to be done. He threw acid on us. It's pretty intense.
And yeah, it was the beginning. I mean, like we were at the point we were all a bit battered, and we were definitely the two of us at the very least were doing the okay. This is serious now, and any attempt to be soft and ignore our demons is probably going to bite us in the ass. So let her have this.
And I mean, we said it in that moment, or Orem did, that it's a sad, awful, ugly, complicated, complex war where there's not any real winners except maybe Luda. The other thing about that moment is that at the table, I thought that Marisha was doing such a cool fucking choice in the moment that the last thing I was going to do would be say like, excuse me, milady. That's a very complex role-playing choice you're making. Are you sure you want to do that? I just wanted to plus it and applaud.
It would have been pretty shitty for Ashton too to be like, no, you're taking it too far. Like get yourself together.
From
man.
you,
no,
of
yeah,
all people.
No.
Yeah. This feels like it's a bit much.
Feel your feelings. We're good. Yeah.
I think there'd be about 4 F-bombs in that one sentence.
Oh yeah.
Sad but necessary.
Now, Matthew and
Shout out
Marisha.
to Ukarsh, by the way, because
Karsh was so good.
he absolutely
So
awesome.
That
crushed
was not
it.
okay.
Crushed it.
Now, Matt and Marisha. When Delilah was briefly brought back by Vecna in the latter half of Campaign 1, how did that affect Laudna? Was she free of Delilah during that time, even while she was still a Hollow One?
So in my mind,
Yeah,
'cause-
we've had a lot of talks about this.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Delilah, her original death at the end of Whitestone, she had a clone set up so that while the necromantic energy kind of brought her back to life, Delilah wasn't present in her yet. She was just kind of held as a tether, kind of a barely living ghost at the time. And then it was her death at the end of Campaign 1, her final death, if you will. That was when she kind of locked herself into the spirit of Laudna to keep herself here, like an animal scratching for whatever precipice she could. So technically there wasn't even a gap there. Delilah didn't really take root until she was thoroughly slain at the end of Campaign 1. But it's a good point of clarity to make.
Yeah, because it was about 6 to 9 months of a time frame we were talking about.
Mhm.
So she kind of lay dormant in Laudna's head until one day this voice started kind of talking to her more and more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just occurred to me, are any of the other people who died on the tree maybe running around?
Are you making notes?
No, I just had an idea for an ad.
He can't be stopped.
This is how the magic happens.
Sorry.
Oh God.
Going.
Based off of that topic,
I actually based off of this young lady wearing the cat cat mask in the front row. Yeah. Sorry, I'm paying attention now. Okay.
Well, good, because the next question is for Laura. Laudna and Liliana have many parallels to each other, including both claiming that they are acting in Imogen's best interest. Does the current situation with Laudna change how Imogen thinks of her dad and the way he handled her mother's absence? How does Imogen feel about the people who claim to love her, leaving her and or pushing her away?
Jesus.
Complex questions deserve complex answers.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, Laudna and her mom do have, they do have a lot of similarities. What? Uh-oh, what?
Are you dating your mom?
Yeah. It's kind of gross. when you
Yeah.
say it like that. No, they're so different. My mom has purple hair, so
And alive.
yeah. Oh.
Currently.
True.
I didn't hear the whole rest of the question. I was so just sad about what you were saying. So wait, how does she? What?
Does the current situation change how Imogen thinks of her dad and the way he handled her mother's absence? I'm gonna keep
Oh
doing it.
yeah, it makes okay. So Imogen's dad is so he shut everything down, right, and blocked everything out. But that didn't happen. I mean, he was great with Imogen when she was growing up. It wasn't until Imogen started to have the same traits as her mom, and those started to manifest, that he pushed her away and didn't want to deal with that again. I think, if anything, it made Imogen want to grab on tighter to Laudna when she tried to push away. You know, you constantly say, I'm not good enough and stuff like that. And everything in me wants to say, yes, 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 you are. Don't do this. So.
You guys rehearsed that, didn't you? The awe.
Look, the dog is sleeping.
I know. That dog, I'm just loving
Yeah.
this dog. And he's in the Molly Mock shirt, I think.
Oh.
Yeah?
Available
He's
at
sleeping.
shop
I want to
Dr.
go down there and spoon him so bad.
No, Ashley.
What's your dog's name? Oh.
Hi, Tesla. He's his own source of energy.
You love pigeons.
This is what we're here for.
Hi, Tesla.
Liam.
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 I was gonna say
Liam, yeah. Oh, I'm back in grade school. It's the 80s. Help.
Liam O'Brien. Now, is Orem worried about the fulfillment of his pact, or has it changed since Fresh Cut Grass died instead of returning safely?
Spoilers.
Spoilers, yeah.
I said at the beginning there were spoilers, so be mad at yourself.
I feel like the shoe probably would have dropped by now. I'm still ready for it to squash me, if need be, and Orm would still be willing to, but he's hanging on to the part of the deal where he said that they all had to see it through. Now, so I've heard some people have asked, like, well, didn't they all come back? They did all come back, but part of the verbiage that was traded across the table that night was that everybody sees their mission through, and one character didn't see it through.
What was his mission?
To get intel and deliver it back
to take care of his friend.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
But that was his mission, their mission.
Anna coming to collect your
Well, I'll go to
ass.
hell. It's fine.
The large print giveth, and the small print taketh away.
I get into trouble all the time. You should have been with us last night.
It was amazing.
But Bell's Hell's mission was to go. This is what Orem thinks. I'm wrong all the time. Their mission was to go learn what the hell is going. What the fuck is up with that on the moon, and report back to Keyleth and the larger forces. That's what he thinks they haven't accomplished. But again, it's all right. I'll go to hell.
There's no hell in this equation. It's just Nanamori, just the Fate Stitcher. It'll be fine.
I like a good grandma.
Oh, that's something that Orem and Fern haven't talked about. I just realized
Do it
that
now.
you made a pact
That's true.
with Nanamori.
That's true.
Do you want to take his pact and just have a fourth pact?
Just keep
Is that what you
going.
want? Just add them on.
All right, Taliesin. Taliesin, how are you? It's very nice to see you.
That's a new one. Yeah, no, go ahead. I'm good.
If there were a way for Ashton to go back to being a regular flesh and blood person, would they take it?
Well, honestly, there would be a condition there, which is the physicality of it. Would they have to maintain the bone breakage and the damage? If it was a full heal, top to bottom, absolutely. But yeah, if it wouldn't actually like help physically on that level, then no, they're perfectly happy being them and not being someone else. That would be weird. But yeah, only from that.
But you would be okay giving up like the powers that you've gotten from it?
To sleep comfortably without liquor? Yes. Yeah, F pain management. No, yeah, all good. But if that wasn't part of the deal, then no, not in for a moment. This is awesome.
Thank you for censoring your F-bomb, Taliesin. This is a family panel.
I think we're at like 4
trying
or
to make
5
a
on this
separation.
panel.
I know. I occasionally try and make it.
We really
make
should
it
stop. Apologies, children.
Sorry,
Oh, fuck me. I don't know.
children.
6.
Travis! The relationship dynamics between Chetney and the other members of Bell's Hells are constantly evolving. Are there any particular relationships that you find especially compelling or challenging to explore?
Now these people are boring. I'm gonna kill them all. I like people that have dark forecasts. So Laudna's Delilah stuff. I want to see where that goes. I want to push for better or for ruin. Either's good. Same for Imogen. I constantly want to. Laura knows, we talk about this in the car on the drive home. I'm like, give yourself over to the red storm. Meditate and let it overtake you. She's like, what if I don't come back? I'm like, I don't care about that part. And I love Orm's little pact with Nana Mori. I want to see the armor turn darker, and maybe he and I will both be statues in her garden at the end of all this. I want the bad things.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Sam,
Yeah.
Breas Doomseed made quite an entrance at the Los Angeles live show at the Greek Theater, which was fantastic. I cried a little bit. I did. It
too.
was dope. Also, when Marisha slapped her fan. Oh, sorry.
Body horror
Yeah,
fan.
let's make this about me. Yeah.
Now, Sam, you made quite the entrance. What was the inspiration behind creating Breas, and how did you develop his personality and backstory?
I wanted to be hot. I hadn't been a hot guy, and I had never done anything evil. Jury's still out on whether I can do that. I don't know if I can, but
With these Care Bears?
yeah, I'm gonna try to be evil. And then literally, I was just trying to figure out like what color my mini would be, because everybody's already got all the colors, and I was like, well, nobody has black and white yet, so so I'll just do that. No, I just wanted to be. I wanted to be hot. That's pretty much all of it. And then I read online somewhere that someone was psychoanalyzing me and saying like, well, in times of, when you're feeling low or hurt or ill, you want to portray yourself as strong and mighty and stuff. So maybe that was going on. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that at the time, but maybe that's my therapy.
Or you're
You're
just
like,
one of
I want to
those
be a hot minotaur
smutty
in your
hot
body.
Minotaur, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I wanted.
I thought the Minotaur choice just came from not /
Oh, of
Beth
course.
wanting
Of course.
to F-bomb a Minotaur.
Yes, and also I have specifically designed elements of him to try to romance every single character at the table.
Let's
So
go.
I thought
Yeah?
he would be universally appealing to everyone. Maybe not Chetney, but I don't know, maybe Chetney. He's got some animal in him.
Could always use a little bit more.
Yes, I'm coming for all of you, and I'm coming on all of you.
Well, you know what they say.
Here comes security. They're like, just get off the stage.
Happy Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll go to bat for Scanlon Shorthalt and say that he's hot.
He was hot.
Yeah.
Hot.
Sam, on behalf of everyone in the critter community, would like to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for making hot characters. I appreciate you. I see you.
It's inside me.
And outside. But speaking of outside, let's move outside ourselves. And out there to you, there should be a microphone located in the middle here.
Like a bow just.
I like the bow going for like
Yes,
the full.
that was
Respectfully walk to the microphone. Don't hurt anybody on the way.
all right. Now
I don't think we'll get any farther than that if you're not.
you will see
Not yet.
You want the
the fantastic Brittany is going to be helping to get all your questions answered.
Woo, Brittany.
Be respectful and keep it cute. Because we love you and we want to hear what you have to say.
Look at that keyless.
I know
Look at your
that the
staff.
spire of conflux glowing over there is so cool.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
So my question is for Matt. Anyone feel free to chime in too, but so my favorite arc in Mighty Nein was Essek and Caleb. What point in the campaign did you realize, like, oh, Essek is just not an NPC anymore? He's my character, because that's what it felt like for me. Is that there was a point where Essek became you as Matt playing with your friends. Did that ever feel like that for you? And at what point?
Honestly, I haven't looked back on it with that specific lens yet. Partially because I'm constantly having to look forward to what's coming next. But yeah, I mean, Essek was intended to be in a kind of a minor antagonist character and through the arcs, and I think it was when they kept forcefully telling him, we've adopted you, too bad. Have some soup.
Bring it in, give us a hug.
I was like, uh-oh, he's not going to go the path I thought he was. And I think the moment I really realized that was when they realized his betrayal, and instead of turning on him, kind of worked towards getting him to realize why what he's done is bad, and it's his choice whether or not he wants to let that define him or not. And I think that kind of really pushed him into the transition of becoming a member of the team. You know, the first time somebody had really kind of seen him for how broken he is, and still said, like, if you want it, you can be better. And so I think probably that moment I realized he was probably going to be in for the long haul. And in hindsight, might have been really when I stepped into him more wholly, I guess. It's the best way I can answer that question, yeah.
I really appreciate it. Essex was amazing. All of you are great. Thank you for coming.
Essek. We got to go back and rewrite this show. I forgot about Essek.
Oh, man.
Who's that? I'm on episode 2. What just happened? No, I'm just kidding. I'm Alex. I'm from here. Hey, y'all. I want to start by saying thank you. I don't know if y'all understand how much you mean to all of us in this room. And so, thank you for hundreds of hours. Y'all are my drive partners to work every day. And when I go to bed. And so, I have a quick question, a little bit of context for it. My favorite moment in all of Critical Role and all the hours that I've watched is actually a moment when Scanlan falls, which is a really sad moment. But in that moment right after, all of you disappeared. None of you were there anymore. And it was really that moment, it was you, Liam. Everyone was talking. Fix him, fix him. Well, Aluda, can we do this? Like all of these things. But Liam just sat there, just staring at nothing. And it was this phantom, and I was just looking at it going, Liam's left. All of you left. And at that moment, it was Voxeldon, just looking down at Scanlan, hoping against hope that just one more dick joke. Just open your eyes and be like, it's a cube. And so I knew at that moment that that is exactly what I wanted to be at a table, whether it was on whatever side of the screen I was at. I wanted to offer that space for all of my friends as a fellow player so they could have that vulnerability, so they could lose themselves and go beyond. As a DM, to create that space so that we could matter. Those characters could matter. And so my question actually is to you, Sam. Yeah. In between the dick jokes, in between the come-ons, in between all of the, do you know my mom's name? Did you realize how important Scanlan was? Did you realize that Scanlan is the heartbeat of that team?
I assumed so. I mean, no, I think all of us had that epiphany that you had sometime during campaign 1. Maybe not at that exact moment, but I think all of us realized over the course of doing this together and then doing it in front of an audience that it matters and that we matter to each other, and that that each of us, you know, not just Scanlan in that moment, but each of us are the beating heart of the show at a specific moment in time, and that it's serious and it's real. So I'm glad that was that moment for you, and I think I had that moment maybe later, like episode 115 or something. But I think we've all had that moment where we realize, like, oh, this is what I'm saying matters. So it's really cool.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, it didn't tilt. I'm just going to hold it. Hi, I'm Becca from Broward. I really appreciate you guys being here in Florida. We've been...
You look dope, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
I stepped of the wind to get here.
We saw.
So I'm a teacher. I teach high school English.
Coolest teacher ever.
Legit. This is awesome.
I use D&D at the end of the year in my creative writing class to really open kids up to their creativity and everything. And I wanted to know if this question is for anybody, everybody. Do you have any lessons that you think you've learned in D&D just by playing with each other that you think would be great to share, especially with younger kids who are getting into D&D, that I can maybe try to apply in my class? And I will cite you. I will say this is a lesson specifically from the cast of Critical Role.
I mean, so many. Teamwork, empathy, social skills, like you said, reacting in the moment, reacting in real time, thinking as another person would think. I mean, so many. But yeah, I'm very much a big proponent and believer that like D&D is one of the best like collaborative team building exercises you can do. Like they should do this in corporate settings, should do it in school.
Should do it in politics.
Yeah.
And not just D&D, Daggerheart as well, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Any collaborative storytelling, world building game, any RPG really. Yeah, because I don't think you get too many opportunities, especially like in high school and growing up, and kids have so many opportunities for things like competitive sports, which I think is equally as important. Many of us grew up doing competitive sports as well, but I think trying to have something that forces the kids to have to think together and problem solve as a team is very invaluable.
I'd say like from like a specific thing to offer, if there was some sort of an exercise that was designed around setting up another player for the spotlight, teaching to take a moment and acknowledging and recalling enough about somebody else's character to try and create a moment that platforms another character over yourself, and like continuing that chain of knowing like, yeah, it's good to take the spotlight yourself, but also be constantly on the lookout for how you can uplift the people at the table next to you.
Yeah, I tried to do that with my daughter, and I ran a campaign for my daughter for over like 5 or 6 years. They started when they were 9. I watched them turn into young ladies, and I watched them problem solve together and become mature. And this is a Ravenloft campaign that my daughter chose. So when they started, it was very Nightmare Before Christmas level, and by the end of it, gore and blood was flying everywhere, and they destroyed the patriarchy. It was really great. But I tried to encourage them to celebrate each other's moments, just like you're saying. And it's really the full package. If you have kids, like, just jump in and take it off of where your kids are at. And it can be rules light in the beginning. And I forget concentration checks in my adult games too, so that's no big deal.
Yeah, it really can be like the antidote to main character syndrome. And then something else too, Patrick Rothfuss talks a lot because he is a kid and talks about trying to also give the tables that he runs for kids tools and ways to solve things without like swords and damage spells. So I think that's always very interesting too, like the parents that I talk to that are like, what if we try and solve things without violence though? That's interesting. But yeah, you're the coolest teacher ever. Thank you for what you do.
Hi.
Hello.
I just want to say, probably speak for everyone in the room, you've made a home in my heart that will last a lifetime. I love you all so much. Thank you. My question is for Ashley, and also maybe Taliesin, Travis, and Matt want to hop in on this. I'm curious as to where Fern is at right now, like love interest-wise, because like there's a lot, she has a lot going on.
Yes, I think where Fern is at right now, romance-wise, oh boy. I think it's just hard to pin her down. It's like It's like, well, if I keep all of my possibilities open, you know, I don't know yet, you know, and also with Reyes coming
Hello.
into the group. I mean, I don't know. It'll be fun to see what ends up happening. I mean, I feel like, at least for me right now, what we're going through in the story, there's parts of me that it feels hard to sort of explore that, because it feels like, well, we're trying to save the world. I don't want to take a moment and be like, so, like, should we go out, or, you know, like, there's no time for it, but
There's always
There's
time.
always
There's
time
always
for
time.
that.
I know. I feel like I'm like, we have the
Chetney's
weight of the world.
bite-sized. There's always time for Chetney.
That's true.
I've got these coupons to taste the Taldore. You know?
Yeah. I mean, we'll find some time in there, but there's definitely some interesting relationships that we don't know. I don't know. We'll see where it goes.
Is Fern the kind of person that like sets the table and then waits to see who sits down?
I like that analogy. Yes. Yeah. And
Some
then
of y'all
at the
gotta make a
table,
move.
Which
and who-
bitch thruple?
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens. I feel like at this point, I'm like, all bets are off.
Love
So-
is blind, Exandria.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is David. I'm from Boca. First of all, I think everybody here would agree. Sam, congratulations. We're happy you're doing good.
I did it.
So this question is for everybody. You guys have played tons of campaigns, tons of one-shots. Across all of them, who was your favorite character to play and why? That would include like the Terry and Darrington and all that stuff.
You're gonna make us choose between our campaign characters?
Matt, it extends to you for DMPCs.
Oh boy.
I love Grog. He's so easy. So dumb.
I think I'd go Jester. For the same reason, there's this beauty of like not filtering yourself and just like I constantly filter myself in real life. It's nice to have that moment where you don't have to.
I don't think Jester's a character. I think Jester's the true lore that's been fighting to climb out of you your whole life.
No, I really believe it because there are so many times I want to say things and I just can't. So
It's not favorite necessarily. I'm like, because that feels weird to say, because it really is.
who's your favorite Taliesin? Say it.
Well, what I will say is just as an actual playing exercise, the last time that I played Caduceus at level 20, I specifically went in with the mission of not doing a single point of damage. And I wanted to see if I could play without doing a single point of damage, and I did it, and I'm killing myself that I didn't start that previously in the game. And like I was,
Is that true?
yeah. I'm pretty sure I was just sitting there going, nope, no, huh. That's interesting. Yeah, like literally just sitting fucking with shit. I wish I had gone through like at least half the game that way. That would have been great.
I'm tempted to say Caleb just because of the ability, the diversity of things I could do with magic in that game, and I leaned into it and loved it. However, I feel like Vax is really my heart. That he just really felt like an alter ego for me, and also like the Vox Machina story. We all love all our Blorbos, but Vox Machina's story was the one where we fell down this rabbit hole together, and it was so bewildering and amazing that it was happening at all, and I just felt lost in it all. And I don't know, it's their story came from our origin, and just from that it's just so deeply rooted in heart and mind.
What Liam said, but also I liked playing. I liked playing Loquacious Sealy. Only because it was just so fun having that deep relationship with Abria, and it was really fun in that sort of miniseries that all those characters seemed like they had fully fleshed out relationships with each other from like the first second we started the first episode, and that I'd never really experienced that before, and it was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, clearly the favorite has to be Noman, my frog from the Johnson Corp one shot. Created by Kestrel, your
Created
kid.
by my child.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is always such a tough question because there's facets of all of us and all of our characters. Laudna has been a blast because she is just so kooky and out there and says whatever she wants. But I mean, Keyleth kind of grew up with me, and Bo was incredible because it's just fun being a cocky asshole sometimes.
So you didn't choose.
I didn't. Yeah. And I refuse to because we're rebels.
Yeah, choosing is hard. I feel like Fern is so fun to play at the table because playing somebody that, doesn't have a filter is just so fun. But Yasha has a place in my heart that's different from the others. But also, I really liked playing Damien with Darrington Brigade, and I feel like I can't wait to hopefully one day jump back in those again, because that kind of felt like a combo of like, yeah, Damien was fun.
Damien was hot.
Damien was very hot.
I miss the Darrington Brigade real bad.
Yeah, me too.
Real bad.
Would you guys want to see the return of Darrington Brigade? Yeah! Okay. Genuinely curious. Gonna file that away. Thank you.
But would you fly halfway across the country to see us live do it?
There's a big section in the back that are like, meh.
Fair.
Also, we only have 9 minutes left, so we should do start speed.
We do.
Okay.
We have,
my answer is Henry Crabgrass.
Sorry, Matt. Sorry.
All right, we are going to do one final question from the audience. I apologize, but we have to finish. But we're going to take your question, and thank you all for your
Wait, we can do
2, 3.
three more.
All right,
3 more questions.
take that back.
Maybe-
We're going to
maybe
do 3.
Maybe we can lightning round this.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Sky. I'm from Orlando.
Hi,
And I wanted to know what everyone's character's thoughts were of Delilah's ever-growing presence within Laudna.
Take her over, destroy our campaign.
I killed you once, I can do it again.
We don't have time for this shit.
I love it.
I love it.
I every moment of it.
Warlock's gonna warlock. I don't know what to say.
You.
Thank you.
Good question.
Lightning round.
You can do this.
Hi, I'm Becky from Kentucky.
Hello.
Hey.
I will get straight to the point, Matt. Where's Ukatoa right now?
He's sealed back under the ocean.
Is he, though? That purple phoenix is loose, and he was sealed, too.
Yeah, not everyone was released. No, that's a good question though. Yeah, not every magic seal was broken, but a number of them were. His was fresher than most since he was recently sealed. But other entities with older magics and more fading aspects might have had better luck in escaping their ancient binds. Desserat being one of them. Things are a little weird in Exandria right now. Good question.
Sealed for freshness.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to burp it before you put them in the ocean.
All right, my question's for Matt.
Hi.
Hey, as a guy named Ira, what 2 campaigns? The Somnovum and the Nightmare King.
Yeah.
Do you know the meaning behind the name, or what was your choice?
Well, originally with the Somnovum, it was the meaning behind the name, with the Latin roots. Like all the different names of the Somnovum had kind of Latin roots based around the different emotions that they represented for their final forms in the event. For Ira Wendigoth, I just like the name. I just like the name, and Ira's a weird, fun, interesting character that I wanted to like. A lot of times I'm sitting in my chair creating NPCs, and I start just making noises or trying to think of names and things that are fun to say, and I say them out loud, and then others I don't, and then regret it later. So yeah, that's kind of where Ira came for that. I didn't even realize that I'd done it twice with the campaigns until I did, and was like, it's fine. More than one person can have a name in Exandria.
What is the meaning? Is it just guy with a hat?
That is the name.
In Hebrew, it means watchful or vigilant.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
good call.
This is great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Oh, one more.
Sorry, I lied. Hi, first, love you guys. So much to say, not going to say it all. My only real big question is, I'm going all the way back, Campaign 1, Episode 1. When the f*** are we going back to Craghammer? I want to see Dwarf City shenanigans.
I know. Honestly,
There's a lack of dwarf representation in our campaign.
There's a lot
Right?
of representation.
Dwarves are my favorite fantasy.
We can tell. You're Scottish.
I
is
love them
always
so
on
much.
point.
I love them
Sam,
so
please
much.
never again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Makes me feel
Ooh, hello.
Bring back I'll be the rat.
I mean,
Vox Machina goes back to clean up Craghammer.
could be.
One
better.
shot.
You run out of ale. We have to go back for more.
Yeah.
There'll be opportunities
Stay
to
tuned.
wander into more dwarven settlements, I'm sure. Good question.
Thank you all so much for your questions. For those we didn't get to, I apologize, but thank you all just so much for being here. But I do have one more question for the cast. Hi.
Hi.
So 2025 is going to be a big year for you. You're celebrating your 10th anniversary. Do you all have anything, I don't know, special planned that people should know about?
Margaritas. All right, yeah. Yeah.
Bowling?
What are we allowed to say?
10-year anniversary is going to be awesome. We're going to stack it full of things. Stay tuned. We're going to have a number of things rolling out. Plus, animation coming this October, maybe something the following year. But stay tuned. We'll have a smorgasbord of stuff.
Obviously, Daggerheart will be in 2025. So that'll be fantastic.
And we'll get to work on that Hammer Time one shot in Craghammer.
Sure.
Oh, no. You all, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for allowing me to be here with you.
Thank you, Christina.
Thank you, Christina.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone who waited, who watches, who listens, who just supports these people and keeps them doing what they love and what you love. Thank you all for your kindness today. Have a great day and be kind. And thank you to the cast of Critical Role.